Family and friends, I am Nicole Thornton. I'm back again to talk to you this time about peace takers. What are the things that's stealing your peace? Okay? Under that, something that's on my mind is speaking up for yourself. The fear of, are you one of those people that you don't want to speak up because you don't want to rock the boat? You don't want people to think a certain way about you simply because you're speaking up in an appropriate manner, okay? There's a way to do things. So there are also times when we have to speak up. I encourage you, if you are one of those people, and this was on my mind, if you are one of those people out there where you often find that you didn't take the opportunity to speak up for yourself in a situation where someone mishandled you, you didn't speak up because you felt like you didn't want to cause a scene, you didn't want other people around to think poorly of you, what have you. But you didn't speak up. And so what happens is, listen to me closely. We teach people how to treat us. We teach people how to treat us, okay? They don't know how to treat us until they see how we treat ourselves. And if someone steps out of bounds with you, there is a way to handle that. You don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to use any expletives. And I'm one of those people, I don't have to use either. My demeanor will not shift into a combative demeanor. And I can directly, without apology, address you without getting my blood pressure up. And so for those of you who may not have arrived to that point yet, I think for me, what helped me to arrive there was I used to be very passive. In some ways, I was very passive. And then another stage in my life, I had like flipped the polar opposite of passive, and I was combative. And it was more so of a reaction. Nobody's going to bother me anymore because I've been letting everybody wipe their feet on me. So what I'm here to tell you this evening and share with you is that you matter enough to speak up for yourself. Take a deep breath. Remember to always pick and choose your battles. Never allow people to take you out of character. Like I said, they're the older versions of me. I've been all over the place. Today, I am at a healthier state, and I know how to do it now, and I don't have to get out of character. And my blood pressure is not going to rise one bit. But this is a part of wellness. Guys, family and friends, if we internalize the fact that we didn't stand up for ourselves, that we allowed someone to disrespect us at a moment where that moment called for you to stand up for yourself and say, oh, wait a minute now. I don't know what it is that you think you're doing, but what you're not going to do is you're not going to disrespect me. You don't have permission ever to speak to me in that manner. If we don't show people that we can do that, they'll keep wiping their feet on you. Now, I don't have people wiping their feet on me today, okay? But I understand that it took me some time to get here. And because I'm in such a place of peace in my life, I want to share that because I want you to stand up. I want you to understand it's not about what these people or this person, if they mishandled you, they knew what they were doing. And once you show them that you're not going to address it, it opens the door to more disrespect. Because what did we say? We teach people how to treat us. You're worth it. You matter. Okay? Speak up for yourself. The dog is sitting here. He's very excited because I asked him if he wanted to go to McDonald's. You want to go for a ride? Huh? He needs to be in a McDonald's commercial. Because that whenever I say that, he gets excited. You want to go to McDonald's? I was going to get him an ice cream cone. Once in a while, I'll get him an ice cream cone. And let him have half the ice cream cone. Just when he's always a good boy, guys. But we're here to say to you, you matter enough. Speak up. Stop keeping quiet in times when you need to speak up. Because you want to teach people that you value yourself enough to put these borders and boundaries up. And once you teach them, then they got it. And should someone else come along and attempt to mishandle you, and it's not a moment, because sometimes we don't, depending on the circumstances, everything doesn't require a response. But when somebody's blatantly disrespecting you, you don't have to be combative, but your tone can be just like this. And that's where my tone goes, right there. Right there. No, thank you. Whatever you're serving, no thank you. We're not doing that here. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it, okay? You matter. It doesn't mean go out and fight with the world. But sometimes we're in these social settings where we're on vacations and family functions and all sorts of things, right? And all it takes is one person. Maybe they had a drink or something and they have a little liquid courage and they got a little crowd and they decide they want to disrespect you. And so again, you don't have to be combative physically and verbally. You can just get your tone to a certain degree where it is firm and to the point. They'll get it. We're not getting physical with anyone. We're learning that we have the value to be ourselves, that we matter, that we're people that know how to respect others, and we're not going to intentionally place ourselves in environments where we know that those personalities are for extended periods of time. But then there are times again where we have to interact and social functions. I don't mind socializing to a certain degree. It all depends on the crowd. I'm very selective about the company that I keep. And there are times we all know where we cannot choose that company. This time of year we have graduations. People are getting ready to go to prom. The graduations from high school and college on into the summer months are coming. The family barbecues, the family reunions, right? Block parties, what have you. But always remember, you're in control of yourself. We are emotionally intelligent. And that means you understand nobody can push your button. You ever hear somebody say, they pushed my button? They pissed me off. They made me do it. No. No. When we're emotionally intelligent, we realize that we are in control of how we respond to emotional stimuli. Okay? So I wanted to stop in and tell you that you're worth it. You have value. So don't undervalue yourself by allowing someone to blatantly disrespect you. You can speak up and say, no, we're not doing that. Whatever that is you're doing, no ma'am, no sir. You do not get to speak to me that way. And if you have to remove yourself from the environment, you do so for your own mental health and wellness. Because chances are if someone's behaving that way, they know they're doing it. And a lot of times people, they want a reaction. And you're not going to be a puppet, right? I'm not a puppet. Are you going to be a puppet? So they can tinker around with you and push your buttons and sit back later on and laugh and say, did you see so-and-so? Did you see her get upset? Did you see him get upset? You see how he got all huffy and puffy? No, don't let them get your blood pressure up, honey. Please don't. Learn to discern the room and the temperature in the room and the spirits. The spirits are attached to people, the personalities. When people show you who they are, I'm learning. Believe them the first time. That means they're not going to, in most cases, they're not going to give you anything other than what they've already advertised. If they've advertised that they're messy, they're disrespectful, that they fly off the handle because they lack emotional intelligence, that means they don't know how to control their emotions. So when you see them coming, it's like a name tag that comes with them in your memory bank. Oh, this is Drama Queen. This is Mr. Hothead coming in the room. Let's sit back and watch it. They deliver every time in one way, shape, or form. So don't be the victim to that. You have control over you. God's given us control over ourselves and how we respond. And once you learn to speak up for yourself, it will teach other people how to treat you. They'll learn your boundaries. You can come here and no further. I'm very kind, pleasant, and sweet, but I have some boundaries, and I'm not afraid to enforce them. In fact, I enforce them everywhere I go. And it doesn't take away from me being who I am. It's just that because I know who I am, because I know my value and my worth and what I bring to any environment and any situation, that means I'm bringing compassion, kindness, respect for other people. That's what's on my name tag. Integrity. I'm going to treat you the way I want to be treated. And when you encounter people who are stepping outside of those boundaries, it's time to start saying, okay, you here and no more. And when they do, you don't have to fall out. Don't go into a long explanation or anything. No. Whatever it is you're doing, we're not doing that. You don't get to speak to me that way. And if you have to leave the room, leave the room, if that's what it takes to keep your peace. Okay? So, I love you. I encourage you to stand up for yourself. The more you do it, only when it's those situations that you have to say something. Okay? When somebody's they're being blatantly disrespectful to you. In those cases, you tell them no. It's not here. You don't get to do that here. And excuse yourself. And when you go out into these environments, you're out and about, at the store, wherever it is that you may be. Don't let people pull your chain. Don't let people push your buttons. Don't be so sensitive where you're running around with your feelings on your sleeve. Everything gets you angry and upset. It's hazardous for our health to internalize things and not speak up, and to be the other person that's flying off the handle. Everything's a battle for this other person. We have control over our emotions. Nobody's toying around with my emotions anymore. I went through years and years of allowing people to speak to me any kind of way and treat me any kind of way. And I had to learn, but a lot of that came for me with learning to love myself, period. Learning to value myself. And once we learn that, then it's like, hey, no, you don't get to do that here. No, it's not welcome here. So I wish you well, family and friends. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for listening to this point. I wish you well, good health, and mind, body, and soul. You're worth it to establish boundaries with other people. You are worth it. Okay? Now, if this content was interesting, if you were helped in any way, thank you for coming. I'm going to give it a thumbs up, and I want you to do the same thing on this video. And then I want you to turn around and put a comment in the comment section. You say, I am establishing boundaries. New boundaries. How about that? You're establishing boundaries. We teach other people how to treat us. And that's what you're going to do. So like, share, subscribe to this channel if this is content you're interested in, and look out for the next, because it's been a little over a month for me now with this channel, and I'm learning and growing. So thank you for bearing with me. And the whole idea here is empowerment, inspiration to help get you through the day-to-day ebbs and flows of life, and remind you that you matter, that God loves you, and that you're a conqueror. You can do anything you put your mind to. You're worth it, okay? Thank you again. Have a wonderful evening. Max, you ready to go to McDonald's? Huh? You want to go for a ride? Ooh, you want to go for a ride? Let's go for a ride, Max. Let's go for a ride. Let's go for a ride, Max. Let's go for a ride. Let's go for a ride. Let's go for a ride. Bye, guys. I'm going to take him for a quick ride. He loves to ride in the car. You want to go for a ride? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. You're strong. You can do it. Get those boundaries up. We teach people how to treat us. Love you guys. You can do it. You got this.